Yo.
What's up guys, I'm Code Gray, welcome back to the channel. Now today's topic is kind of a spicy one, and that is sport bikes versus cruisers. So why do I want to bring up this topic? Well, it's not to incite a flame war in the comment section. I wanted to bring up this topic because you may or may not know, my bike has been basically out of commission for almost a month, my CBR, due to a bad tire, and I was forced to ride my wife's cruiser for about 3.5 weeks. And if you follow the channel, you'll notice my last few vlogs have been on the Rebel 500, and I've also been getting comments on my videos saying, hey, we noticed you've been riding a Rebel a lot, you plan on getting a cruiser? So I kind of wanted to go over what my thoughts are between riding the cruiser and my sport bike. Now what I don't want to do is I don't want to make this video a which bike is better than the other type of video, because it kind of doesn't really matter for the intention of this video. I mean, unless you're a numbers kind of guy, if you're worried about, you know, who has the most power, who has the most torque, power to weight ratio, overall speed, if you're worried about that, then yes, one type of bike will probably be better than the other. But that's not really the intention of this video. This video is kind of more like, what do you enjoy most riding? You know, what gives you the most enjoyment? What are your intentions for the bike? So I guess probably the first question I would ask myself between sport bike and cruiser, we'll start with the cruiser. Do I enjoy riding one? Yes. Now, that's not a hell yeah or yeah. That's a yes. I do enjoy riding one. And I do get why so many people do enjoy riding cruisers. It is relaxing. You can kick back, cruise, you know, it's in the name. You can cruise down the road, enjoy the sights, don't feel to be in any kind of a hurry. Just kick back and then, you know, enjoy the scenery. And I do get that, and that is enjoyable. But would I want to have one permanently or as my only type of motorcycle? Well, I have to answer no to that. Though I do enjoy riding it, I think for me, a cruiser style motorcycle would be an occasional ride. I would definitely be a weekend rider on a cruiser. It wouldn't be a daily for me. Maybe once on the weekends, you know, maybe a long road trip, something like that. And it would probably have to be a pretty long one for me to choose that over the sport bike. But yes, I would definitely like to have a cruiser. I'd like to have one in my garage, in my lineup, however you want to say it. Yeah, I would definitely take one, but I wouldn't take one over a sport bike. Definitely a secondary motorcycle for me. So then again, I have to ask myself, what are my intentions and uses for a sport bike over a cruiser on the road? Well, to be honest, for me, it's not really much different than what I would do on a cruiser. I'm not a hooligan, guys. I don't really ride wheelies or, you know, do any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I speed here and there, nothing drastic. Most of you guys see me riding at 35 miles per hour and wonder why I have a sport bike, but I do that for a couple reasons. One, it makes editing easier, and you can hear me a lot better at lower speeds, so it's for the vlog. But what do I enjoy more about a sport bike than I do a cruiser? Now this is going to sound funny, but I enjoy the riding position a lot more. For me, I feel more engaged with the motorcycle. I find it more comfortable. I don't know, I feel more in tune with the bike, I guess. And do I like the power? Well, yes, of course I like the power. For me, I like to know that when I want or need to go or get out of the way, I have no problems doing so. If I plan on passing someone, I like to get it done quickly. I don't like taking chances of seeing oncoming traffic and misjudging the oncoming speed. I don't like that being an issue. When I go to pass someone, it's done very quickly, and I really enjoy that. I also think another reason why I enjoy sport bikes more than cruisers is just because that's kind of what I learned on. That was my first bike. Well, it technically wasn't a sport bike, but it was a upright naked sport style bike. My CB 300F, and then onto my CBR 650F. Yeah, so I've kind of been with the sport bike style, and maybe it's just because I'm more used to it that I enjoy it more, or more I lean towards that way, not sure. But after being on a cruiser for close to a month, yeah, I've realized I definitely enjoy sport bikes more than I do cruisers. Now, what I haven't brought up is aesthetics. As far as which looks do I prefer, well, that's really up in the air, and that's going to be subjective for everyone. And if you're like me, you're going to like both. I do like the look of both sport bikes and cruisers. Some more than others, of course. That's going to be with anyone. There are definitely some cruisers that I think look gorgeous, but if you was to put that next to a sport bike that I think looks gorgeous, I'm probably going to take the sport bike. But that's just me. Okay guys, so sport bikes versus cruisers. Do I honestly think one is better than the other? Well, when you strip away all the power and performance figures and all that stuff, no, honestly I don't think one is better than the other. I think it's all just personal preference. It's what you enjoy the most. Now, if you were to ask me which one would I recommend, let's say you're a new rider and you want to know that opinion from me, well, this is the one I would recommend. If you're going down the street and you see a bike go by, whether it's a cruiser or a sport bike, the one that makes you stop and go, ooh, that's the one I recommend. The other one makes you go, nice, or that's pretty cool, but the other one goes, yeah, get the one that makes you go, ooh, that's the one I recommend. All right, guys, time to wrap this one up. But before I go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Are you kind of like me where you would take either one, maybe slightly prefer one over the other? Or are you one of those, hard, fast kind of people that's, one is definitely better than the other? Either way, leave me a comment below. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And, well, that's about it. And time to go. I'm Code Gray. I'll catch you guys in the next one.